What's happening? I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and I bring to you my daily views, NBA Playoff Edition. This is my reaction to the fourth game between the Golden State Warriors and the New Orleans Pelicans. Actually, you don't even need to watch the whole entire game. The first quarter is a total microcosm of everything that went on during the game and the series. I'm going to save you a lot of time and effort because that's all you really needed to see. And then we've got a preview of game number 4 between these Houston Rockets and the Utah Jazz. I did pick the Jazz to go on to the finals and win the finals. Barring any major injury, they did have a major injury to their starting point guard Ricky Rubio, fresh off of destroying Russell Statbrook in the first round of the playoffs. He is probable to play later on tonight, but who knows? And with him not being 100%, I don't know if my prediction can come true or not. But either way, I expect the Rockets to put on a fantastic performance. Also, the Utah Jazz, it should be a really great game. Now remember, I don't just give you a stat sheet because anybody can see the stats and the scores to the game with any smartphone, any computer, anywhere in about 5 seconds. You can get all that information. I'm trying to give you in-depth analysis from my unique point of view, stemming from a lifetime of playing basketball and watching basketball at all levels, to figure out the decision making that went on and led to the eventual outcome. That's what I do here. And hopefully you are entertained in the process. If you are, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. Now, I did not do a video after the third game victory by the New Orleans Pelicans because I knew it was fool's gold. Quick look and you would have thought, man, playoff Rondo is in effect. These boys did their thing. Everybody was eating. He was serving them up at the table like a buffet. Everything was fantastic. But no. See, those 21 assists covered up the real problem, what was really going on with the New Orleans Pelicans. Rajon Rondo did not have balance. He didn't have balance for aggressiveness and of when to score the ball and when not to score the ball and pass the ball. He went all out of balance, out of whack, which is a no-no according to Asian culture, that yin and the yang. He was pass all the time, and it shocked. It threw the Warriors for a little bit of loop. And then, of course, the Pelicans were raining jumpers from everywhere. I mean, they weren't even really running plays. I mean, Rondo was just coming around, turning around, and whoever the trailer was, he was just passing on the ball, and they were just raining, splashing these three-pointers on everybody. That type of production is not going to be sustainable, so I knew I wasn't going to jump on the bandwagon. Rondo went like 1 or 2 for 9. That's not going to get it done. Not on a consistent basis. Of course, you can spring that one game out of the series and oh wow, 21 assists. The problem was he wasn't getting no buckets. This guy can't get no buckets. If you not getting buckets, you are not a threat. You are hurting the team. People are not going to continue to splash from 26, 27 feet over and over again. That's not going to be sustainable. You've got to be a threat. Wasn't doing that, and that covered it up. They got the win, so nobody was really talking about it, but I'm talking about it though. Then you add in the fact that Alvin Gentry is getting outcoached on every level by the masterful Steve Kerr. This guy does a fantastic job. He is one of the elite coaches in the league. Top 5 without a doubt. He continues to confuse the New Orleans Pelicans with these different starting lineups, and it keeps them off balance. They don't know how to react to it. Game 4 in New Orleans. You think they would be all hyped. I got my crowd behind me. We done won a game. It's 2 games to 1. We feel like we finna tie up the series. You got to come up with that extra energy. You got to have that motivation. You got to have that crowd support, that home court advantage. Wrong. The Warriors continued with their legendary ball movement plus man movement. Kevin Durant says, hey man, enough of this talk about AD being this all-world, all-galaxy player. I know I've been saying it all the time. He's like, I am the best player in the league. I don't care what LeBron is doing over there in Cleveland. He said, let me go ahead and shut this down real quick. How quick? Real fucking quick. Came out in the first quarter, turn around, the screen and roll, splash. Another minute later, he comes around, dribble into the middle lane, rises up, right, shooting over whoever's guarding him. There wasn't even really anybody guarding him because they can't guard him. He's too tall, too talented. He's way too good. Splash. Jump onto somebody else. They're not even guarding Rondo on the other end. He's hesitant. Now they're just staying with the other men. Steve Kerr made the adjustment. He's like, everybody else just stay with your man. We'll make Rondo beat us. He can't beat us. What's he going to do? What is the most points he ever scored? Like 40 or something in the game? What do you think? Him scoring 40 is going to win the game for the Pelicans? I don't think so. I know not. That's good coaching. He was all hesitant. He was going to the lane. He's like, why aren't they double teaming? Why aren't they coming off leaving their man wide open? Get Draymond Green with the smash against the backboard, man. Get that out of here. Klay Thompson, cool, calm, collected. This guy getting in the post. What is he doing? I'm bigger than Rondo. I'm just going to take him into the post. I'm going to pass it. Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, like, I'm going to pass it to him because there's a mismatch. We're going to take advantage of this, which is what smart teams do. Takes his time, gives him a little pump fake. He jumps out of his shoes. He turns around casually. Splash. He is a splash brother. But there was one play. There was one play that summed it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. There was a play. I believe it was Steph Curry. Drove in on the right side of the court. Went into the middle of the lane. Passed it out. Gave it to, I believe it was Andre Iguodala. Iguodala was wide open. No one within 12, 13, 14 feet of this guy. He took his time like he was going to shoot it. No one was running out there. No one was going to go put a hand in the face. How are you going to give a member of the defending champions? This guy was a finals MVP. How are you going to give him that clean look and not even run out there? That's so disrespectful. So disrespectful. So they just looked like they turned around and waiting for the shot to go up. He said, you know what? I'll just wait for Steph Curry. He's continuing with the man movement, which is due to good coaching, good player development. He continued on around to the three, and he said, Andre Iguodala said, you know what? Instead of me going to shoot this since they're not coming out here, maybe they'll respect Steph Curry. So then he passed it out to Steph Curry. He's wide open behind the three-point line. Nobody runs out to him. Now, okay, maybe you don't respect Andre Iguodala. He's not the best shooter in the world. Okay, but this is Steph Curry. This is Steph Curry. The three-point shooting machine, generally recognized as the best shooter in the history of basketball. Nobody ran out to him. So after you don't run out on Andre Iguodala, you don't run out on Steph Curry, you don't want to win. You are ready to go home. Y'all must be having a crawfish boil or something like that after the game because you are ready to go. You are ready to go. And you know what? The Golden State Warriors sent you on your way. Well, at least they got one more game to go. They sent you on your way. They're about to send you on your way. Get your fishing rods and reels ready because you boys are going home. There's no way on God's green earth that you jokers are going to win a game going back to Oracle Arena. I just don't see that happening. Can it happen? Sure, but the chances of that is slim and none. Man, these Pelicans are done, bro. They are done. Kevin Durant had the monster game. This guy went 15 of 27. That's like 60-65%. 38 points, 1 steal, 1 block, 5 assists, 9 rebounds, monster rebound. The boy was doing it all. KD, he said, I'm the real D. KD, not AD, it's KD. And don't you forget, Golden State Warriors cruise. They cruised to a 15-point lead in the first quarter. You only scored 22 points. You don't want to win. You scored 32 in the second quarter. I guess they let off the brakes. They're like, wow, I thought we came and had a game today. But I guess the Pelicans didn't show up. They were like, oh, no, we want to play. We want to make it look like, you know, we're earning our paychecks. They outscored them in the second quarter. And then you scored 19 in the third. And then 19 in the fourth. You can't win no damn games. Scoring 19 points in the quarter. And Jordan Crawford, a known scorer, still got 0 minutes. Bad coaching. Golden State Warriors go up 3-1, and this series is virtually over. Game over. Flip. Game over. Flip. This game is over just like the series is virtually over. 118-92. Golden State Warriors go up on the Pelicans 3-1. Speaking of 22 points in a quarter, that's a good number. That's exactly what the Utah Jazz scored in game number 3 against these Houston Rockets, one of the highest scoring teams in the league. How in the hell do you expect to beat them scoring 22 points in a game? I was all hyped up. Well, at first I was kind of worried and concerned, about the Utah Jazz once Ricky Rubio went down. But then I was all hyped up. Donovan Mitchell stepped up and played a fantastic game at the point guard position. And I was like, man, if he continues to play like this, hint, if he continues to play like this, they can't lose. Coach Quinn Snyder came in and said, hey, I need you to be more like a point guard, score less buckets, but set everybody else up. That's exactly what he did. Had about like 17 points, had like 11, 12 assists. The boy was balling. Nothing you can do about that. That's why they won the game. Different story in game number 3. Different story totally in game number 3. Joe Ingles, who had a huge game in game number 2. This guy had 6 points. We can't win like that. We can't win. Derek Favors, a starting power forward, only had 2 points. We can't win like that. We cannot win with 8 points out of 2 starting positions. Total. That's outrageous. I'm not even going to do it the full way. That's outrageous. Donovan Mitchell only had 10 points. Listen. Hey, man, listen. He went 4 of 16. Only had 3 assists. He was hot garbage. The steaming, roastiest hot garbage. He admitted it after game. We can't win if I have a game like that. It's unacceptable. Listen. When you're running point, you are the point of attack. As you go, the rest of the team goes. And you saw he sucked. The rest of the team sucked. Down to every last person on the bench. They were hot garbage. Could not throw the ball into the ocean standing on the beach. And it's not like the Rockets were doing any better. James Harden, the eventual MVP this year, he went 2 for 8 from three-point land. Chris Paul, Hall of Famer, eventual Hall of Famer, whenever he decides to retire, went 1 of 7 from 3. PJ Tucker went 1 of 3 from 3. Trevor Ariza is the only one that shot a decent amount from 3 in the starting lineup. He went 2 for 5. That's 40%. You should keep shooting. These boys were bricking. But man, that defense that they had, they cooked up, man. They shut these boys down. They couldn't do nothing. This guy couldn't hit nothing. And they were shook and rattled. And Quinn Snyder did not make any adjustments to put these guys in a position to win. Then you had Eric Gordon coming off the bench. And he was the only one in the entire game who was really doing anything. 31 minutes of play. He had 25 huge points. 2 rebounds, 1 steal in only 31 minutes of play. He shot almost 62% from the field, 8 of 13, 4 of 8 from three-point land. That is 50%. He was on fire. And most importantly, with the handles that he displays on a good amount of occasions, the man had 0 turnovers. Joe Ingles had 5. Donovan Mitchell had 3. They were giving the ball away. Royce O'Neal had 3 turnovers. They were giving the ball away. Did not value possessions. It was a combination of jitters or just luck running out and that tremendous defensive pressure by the Houston Rockets. The Rockets went up 2 games to 1. Now I would make a prediction about today's game, but they're saying that Ricky Rubio is probable to play. I don't know if he's going to be 100%. If he is not, it could create a huge problem. It could create a boost because they'd be like, oh, wow, get that extra energy. Your boy's back. You're feeling real good and you got that adrenaline. But if he's not close to 100%, it could be a problem. But I do know if he does play and if he's at least 70%, it's going to put everybody back where they need to be. Donovan Mitchell can go back to that dynamic scoring option at the 2-guard spot. Royce O'Neal can go to the bench and get limited minutes and provide a bigger boost and burst for them off the bench. It could create some huge problems. Just all depends if Ricky Rubio plays and how effective he can be. How healthy is he? In Utah, I believe he will come out and play because they know their season is on the brink. If they lose this game, it is game flip, a game flip. I believe they will win a very emotional game to tie the series up 2 games apiece. There you have it. Those have been my views for the day. If If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you think they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this with your friends, your families, your homies, your BFFs forevers, your boss, your neighbors, your co-workers, your fans, and your followers. I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and it's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. We really and truly appreciate it. Leave all your interesting comments right down below, especially the ones where you disagree with everything that I just said. And then subscribe so you don't miss any of the newest and latest views.